So yeah, it's been a really bad few days. Um, I had to have Sir Fluffy Bottom put down. Because he wasn't well at all. I took him to the vets because in a few of my previous videos I talked about the fact that Fluffy's been ill. I originally thought it was a bad batch of cat food, and I switched out cat food brands, and he started eating again and he was doing well. Then all of a sudden his health went downhill again and he started to get skinnier. Then his stomach started to bulge really badly. So I took him to the vet to get him checked out, and they said, yeah, there's no hope. His liver and kidneys were inflamed and had tumours all over them. So he had cancer of the liver and kidneys. And the vet said he would have had it for quite a while, so you know, it wouldn't have been the food from a couple of weeks ago. You know, she said it's been going on a lot longer than that, and the trouble is with that kind of illness in cats, you can't tell that it's there just by looking at them. You can't tell until it is too late. And you know, but I made the decision then and there to let Fluffy go, because I didn't want him to suffer anymore. So so I've just been trying to process that at the moment. It's really strange not having him around, because he follows me. He used to follow me everywhere. And you know, it seems silly getting upset over a cat, but he was more than just a cat. He was my therapy animal as well. So, you know, whenever I was having a bad day, mentally or physically, he was always there, and he always made me feel better. You know, whether it was just him giving me a cuddle or him doing something daft that made me laugh, you know. So it's really tricky, and you know, so I'm struggling with it a little, but I just keep telling myself it was the best thing for him. But yeah, but I've got to ring the crematorium, the animal crematorium, Monday, and arrange for Fluffy's, you know, arrange for him to have his cremation, and that. And the vets are looking after him until then. So Yeah. You know, like, but all this stress of losing Fluffy has kind of sent me into a flare-up of my physical health. Getting a lot of dizziness, a lot of nausea, and palpitations and stuff. That's most probably because, as well, I've not been taking the correct medication again, because I've had some confusion again with my prescriptions, because I've had more meds added, I've had meds changed again, so I'm trying to get back into the routine of knowing which meds I'm supposed to be taking and when I'm supposed to be taking them, and when I should be putting prescriptions in to be refilled and stuff, and I've run out of all but one of my heart meds, and I've not had any heart meds apart from candesine for the past week or so, because I've had so much worry over Fluffy and trying to look after him. Been trying to sort everything out that needs sorting out, bill paying, everything. I'm trying to keep my routine going, because every time the routine gets messed up, it messes me up here. So then I get even more confused, and then I forget more things, which adds to the confusion. And you know, so I'm just trying to sort of process everything and deal with the routine of the medication. It would help if they stopped changing my medications every couple of weeks, you know. But yeah, so next couple of days I'm just taking a big time out for myself. One, to get over Fluffy and whatnot, and two, to figure out my meds and rest, and that, so that I don't end up burning myself out totally and end up in hospital again. So yeah, yesterday I just sat and played video games and watched Netflix most of the day, and I'm probably going to do the same again today. So yeah. But yeah, good news is we've still got Squeaker Toy, our other cat. She doesn't appear much on video because she's very shy. She suffers with anxiety. I think she has been in one or two of my videos, briefly. As soon as she realises the camera's rolling, she gets out of there. But yeah, she suffers with anxiety, and that she gets very startled around loud noises, if there's too many people. She's a lot like me when it comes to that, so I guess you could say in a way she's kind of autistic. you know, she gets funny about textures of things as well. She likes to lick things, which I'm trying to train her out of, because sometimes she has a habit of licking things that will make her ill, such as ashtrays. You know, I witnessed her lick the ashtray, come away like, ugh, that was disgusting, but then go and lick it again, and lick it again. It's like, look, you've licked it once already, realised it tastes horrible. Did you expect a different outcome on the second lick? You know, so I've got to try and train her out of that, which I've been trying to do for quite a few years, and it's not really working. So I'm looking at getting things for her things that are appropriate for her to lick, you know, like kitten teething toys, with different textures and stuff like that, you know, because I think the licking is a form of stimming for her, you know, so that's the way I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at it as if Squeak is autistic, and I think, right, I'm autistic, what do I do to soothe my stims and to soothe my anxiety and stuff? And I'm looking at trying to use that knowledge but convert it into cat and make it cat friendly and appropriate for her, because the last thing I want is to lose another cat. So I don't want her licking anything that's gonna make her ill, or, you know, but her anxiety is getting a little bit better. She's a little bit better around loud noises. Sometimes, like, she still freaks out a little bit, and she's a little bit better around people. Sometimes strangers, she still runs away and hides in a box somewhere or in a cubby, but with people that come over regularly, like John's mum and dad, or my sister, my friends, you know, she knows them because they've been here before, so she will walk up to them on occasion and get a fuss from them, and then she'll go and hide in her box, you know, which is good progress, because before she would just run away and hide and you wouldn't see her until everyone was gone, you know. So and the anxiety when she's eating is getting a little bit better, because we used to put her food down for her and she would start eating it, but if there was any movement or noise, even the TV on in the background would freak her out, and she wouldn't eat her food and she'd run away and hide. So I'm trying to get her used to having sound around, and it's been working out well, you know. Sort of like overnight I'll put like something on that's noisy, you know, not too noisy, not loud, just something on in the background, you know, or something that moves around a lot. Like when I had my tumble dryer, I used to put my tumble dryer on at night before I went to bed, because that noise, she got used to that, and then whenever I had the tumble dryer on during the day while she was eating, it wouldn't bother her anymore. She would eat her food. So yeah, I'm just gonna carry on with Squeak. She's, you know, doing well. Fluffy, though, will be sorely missed. You know, but, you know, letting him go was the best thing for him. And to be honest, I thought that was going to be a really hard decision. I thought that I wouldn't be able to do that. But when it came to it, it was just like, no, yeah, let him go. And, you know, and I guess that's because I know what it's like to suffer because of all my conditions, and I have chronic pain every day, and I know what that feels like. So I can imagine the pain Fluffy was in. So I wouldn't wish that on any creature at all. So I guess my understanding of that kind of pain, helped me in that decision, if that makes sense. But yeah, hopefully I can process all this, and I think I have most of it, you know. But yeah, and the vet gave me a number to ring for, I think it's the Blue Cross bereavement line. They deal with people who have lost their pets, and they have counsellors that can help counsel you through that. So I think if I need it, I'm definitely going to ring that line and get a bit of help there, because I think it would be good to talk about and get it off my chest, because I am terrible for bottling things up. Death is one of those things I've got used to, and I've got used to bottling up, and I've got used to not talking about it, which apparently is unhealthy. But we all deal with it in different ways, and that's the way I learned to deal with it. You know, I've witnessed a lot of death in my life, a lot of family members, a lot of pets, a lot of friends, you know, so I've kind of got used to it. And it's just, I feel like, okay, family members, like my mum and my nan, they had cancer, and watching them go downhill with that was one of the worst things that I've ever witnessed. So, you know, it's like I learnt to bury my feelings, because sometimes they're too hard to deal with, and a lot of the time I felt like it was better for me to be there for other people than it was for me to deal with my own feelings. It was a lot easier to deal with other people's, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm rambling now. Thanks for watching anyway, and hopefully my next video will be a bit happier. I might not do a video for a few weeks, because I need to concentrate on my physical health at the moment, because I'm having a few issues, and I need to concentrate on my mental health. So I'm going to try and do that and focus more on that. So yeah, so hopefully that'll all go well. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. See you all later.